Yeah, look, it was probably a season where we played some really good patches of footy, but we weren't able to sustain them for long periods of time, and that was what was costly in the end. We'd play 3 good quarters of footy, and then we'd have a really bad quarter of footy, and that would be the end result, and that had cost us a win, and it cost us several winnable games. So that was the disappointing side of it. But overall, I thought the effort of the guys was really good. There's some really difficult and trying circumstances towards the end of the year with their player numbers, but the way that the guys battled through that, and were able to get a couple of good wins in the second half of the year, which was really pleasing, and a bit of reward for the effort that the guys put in under difficult circumstances. Oh, look, there's probably 2 real standouts for us. Williamstown at Williamstown, beating them down there. They've always been a really strong development team over the last few years. So to go down to Williamstown and to win down there against a really good quality development team was a fantastic effort to get our first win on the board. We also had a draw down there, so we really matched up pretty well against Williamstown this year. So really competitive games down there with them. And I suppose the Box Hill win in probably the last 3 or 4 games was a fantastic win. We got rolled by 20 odd goals 2 weeks earlier. We're back to Box Hill, and I don't think anyone outside the playing group and the coaching group gave us a chance of winning, and to turn around and have a 3-goal win against them out at Box Hill was an absolutely it was a really great experience for everyone involved to turn that sort of result around, and just to see the joy on the boys' faces was fantastic. Yeah, I suppose when we had a couple of our stronger teams in for the year, that was disappointing that we weren't able to get a couple of wins on the board in the games that I thought were really winnable games. So that was the disappointing thing. We'd be in the game, but we wouldn't just quite get over the line due to not being able to sustain a 4-quarter effort. So I found that disappointing because there was probably 4 or 5 games which I thought were really winnable with the team we had in, and just not being able to play anywhere near our best on those days, I found really disappointing. Yeah, look, I think it's really important to note, I think we had at least 14 players out of the development make their debut this year for the senior side, and the fact that they've gone up and played senior footy and not looked out of place was fantastic. So I'm really proud of that achievement, as is the whole club. But I suppose the great story for the year was probably Don Brew. He come down from North Albury last year, had a lot of changes to his game to make, and to his credit, he went away, worked really, really hard, and when he went up to the seniors, become a fantastic inside midfielder for us, and that was probably the real feel-good story for us this year, along with the amount of debutants that we had that come into the senior side and played their role and did their part. But Dom definitely was a real standout for me. Discussion-wise, we didn't go into it in a lot of depth, but we all knew about it. We sort of got on with the job, and I'm really proud of the way the players in the team got on with the job and didn't let it affect their performance, and I'm really proud of the coaching staff and the support staff that just got on with the job. When that decision was made, they could have dropped their bundle, gave it away, did the soft option, took a few easy shortcuts, but to their credit, I was really proud of everyone involved with the development team and the way they handled the situation and moved forward, and it was just another game of footy, and I thought it was really good the way we handled it. I just hope they look back on the experience fondly, and hopefully we see a few of our guys that were players this year and a few of our staff, support staff and coaching staff move on and get further opportunities in the VFL system. So, as disappointing as there's not going to be as many roles next year at all VFL clubs, not just Werribee, but I just think the experience they've had will hopefully hold them in good stead, and at the end of the day, if they don't get an opportunity at VFL level, they're going to go back to their local club or to a local competition with a lot broader skills and a better skill base, and be able to carry them skills and make those footy clubs better places.